do you ever find yourself saying yes when, if you're really honest with yourself, you want to say no? And then you end up feeling resentful or crabby as a result? Or do you find that you start to prioritize other people's needs above your own? So you will sacrifice yourself for them, or you will push your own needs aside to serve your team or to serve your friends or to serve your family. And then you feel exhausted and depleted and crabby, and maybe you're not even realizing that's happening. Well, if any of this remotely resonates for you, you are in really good company. And what I've been noticing this week is that so many of the conversations that I have with the clients I support are coming back to this notion of boundaries, and people struggle with it a lot, especially in this busy, hectic world that we live and work in. And what I realize is that a lot of us haven't been taught how to have a healthy relationship with boundaries. It's really about being clear for ourselves and then communicating to those around us what is okay and what isn't okay. What do we need from a self-care standpoint to be the best version of ourselves? And what do we need from others to support us in that? And I think when we skip past that, a whole host of unintentional consequences show up. And let me tell you that the most courageous and wholehearted and effective leaders and people among us happen to be the most boundaried and diligent about their self-care as part of those boundaries. And I have to do this as a reminder for myself as well. And so my invitation and challenge for you this week is twofold. One, spend a few minutes, even if you've done this before, life changes, and reflect on who are you when you are at your best? And then what are the things that increase the likelihood that that version of you can show up? So for example, I know I'm at my best when I have time to think and reflect and process and can be fully present with one another and can really leverage my values of growth and make a difference. In order for that to happen, I have to get a decent night's sleep. I have to move my body. That's like my stress relief and just what helps me clear my head out. I need to be diligent about having space in my calendar throughout the day so that I can effectively prep and follow up. And so how I schedule, what I say no to, how I need to reprioritize makes a difference. My second challenge and invitation for you is once you have that clarity, look forward just for the next week, maybe two if you're feeling bold, and look at where do you see dread as you look at your calendar, or where do you see there are not openings for you to tend to the things that fulfill you, that light you up, that allow you to be your best. And then see what small changes you can make. You don't have to go crazy just yet, but can you decline something, a meeting that you've previously said yes to? Can you open up space for something that will help you ultimately be better for the people you care about in the long run? Can you start being a little more diligent about boundaries and creating space for what you need to have the impact you want to have in this world? And as you do that, I would love to hear what you learn and what opens up for you. And remember, never, ever, ever let anyone dull your sparkle.